Hello, friends. We are here with Miss Henry. We are going to talk about primary colors today. Primary colors are our three most important colors that we work with. Without these three important colors, that we wouldn't be able to make any other colors. Today, we're going to review the rainbow and all the colors in the rainbow. We'll talk about the three most important primary colors. And then we'll talk about the color wheel and how we can use it. First, let's take a look at our rainbow. We have 7 colors here on our rainbow. We start off with red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and purple. As you can see here in a real rainbow, all the colors blend in with one another. Rainbows are lined up in a specific way that one color bleeds into the next. So each color is a part of the color before it and after it. The primary colors, as we'll talk in a few minutes, are important because they can't be made up by anything else. So here, let's take a look at the primary colors. Well, here we go. Here is the beginning of a color wheel. When we start off with a color wheel, we always start off with the three important colors, our primary colors. Our primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. These three colors make up the rest of the colors on the color wheel. These three colors make up all the colors if we put the right amounts of each color together. So right now, let's go basic. So basically, our primary colors cannot be made up by any other colors. We have to start off with these. In order to make other colors, we can take these three primary colors and mix them up and make the other colors like we had seen on the rainbow. So here we have the three colors. We're going to take red and yellow. We can make orange. We could take red and blue and we can make purple. And then how about blue and yellow, and we can make green. And those would make up what we call secondary colors, well, here we go. Here's a basic color wheel. This color wheel shows us the positions where our primary colors would go. Our primary colors are positioned in between other colors, and there's a reason for that. We talked a minute ago about how each color of the primary colors make other colors. So you can see on the primary color wheel how we put red and yellow with orange in between because those two primary colors make orange. And then we move over and we see how yellow and blue have green in between because those two colors make the green. And then last but not least, we have the blue and the purple and the red all next to one another because those colors are made up of those colors. So you can see how the color wheel is really important. As we move on, we can mix up more colors and we can get different shades and varieties of these colors. But for right now, we're just going to stick with a basic color wheel, and we're going to start off with just our three primary colors and see how far we can get with mixing those colors, blending those colors, and using those colors. So here we go. One of our first projects, we're going to be using those primary colors we just talked about and trying to make secondary colors. And you'll have to excuse, I have a puppy in the background. You might be hearing him bark here and there. But anyways, let's see what we got for our primary colors. We have our red. Make sure when you start to pull up your crayons, make sure you see the word red, R-E-D. We have blue, B-L-U-E. And then last but not least, our yellow, Y-E-L-L-O-W. So we got our three primary colors. And what we're going to try and do is we are going to try and kind of recreate the color wheel, but only using these three crayons. You could do a primary square, you could do almost anything. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to just start coloring a little space. I don't have to color a big space. You don't have to make a big, huge project. So I've got my blue, so I'm going to put that there for a second, and then I'm going to come over here, I'm going to color my yellow, And I'm just going up and down, just gently I'm making a big, huge circle. You could do a square, you could do a triangle, but you can see how I'm gonna keep them all separate. And now what I'm gonna do is try and figure out what goes in between. Now, when I color and try to make different colors with my crayons, what I wanna try and do is I wanna do a layering. I wanna do a little bit here. So I'm gonna color a little bit of my red, and then I'm gonna color a little bit of my yellow. And I can start to see a little bit of that orange come through, and then a little bit more, and I might press a little bit more here. And you're gonna see how different these three start to look, especially on the camera. I think it looks even more. All right, so now I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna do a little bit of red, and I wanna go nice and light first, and then I'm gonna put a little blue on top. I'm gonna do some red, and then I'm gonna press again, a little bit more blue, and you can start to see that purple come out. And then last but not least, we'll go up to here. I'm gonna start off with my blue here. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of blue, and then I'm gonna do some yellow. I always think the green comes out the best. And then some more blue, and then some more yellow. So that will be your first little introduction to your color wheel. And you can see, as I take away my colors, you can see how each one starts to belong with one another. And then there's other colors in between, but we're gonna just work with the 3 primary colors and our 3 secondary colors. Okay, so primary colors are in this little triangle. You can kind of see that triangle set up, and then you can see the secondary color triangle start to set up.